Has there been any word of her?
None yet. I do not understand why she displays such disobedience.
You know why. She bears the face of her mother.
Why Atris would have sent her on such a mission is something I do not understand. In terms of combat, she is the last among us. In terms of stealth, she is willful and not prone to disguise herself. Her stance, it has too much passion about it.
Perhaps that is why Atris sent her. Perhaps it is an exile of her own.
Lokka kamaran endosoran with no chabi. Duran tamana sobu. soran with no chabi. Durang tamana sobu.
Well, here we are, the Smuggler's Moon. It's the gaping maw of Nal Hutta, swallowing all the cargo and spaceport thugs the galaxy has to offer. Mandalorians, mercenaries, war veterans, and pilots from the Mandalorian Wars and the Jedi Civil War ended up on Nar Shaddaa, from all sides of the conflict. When the last war ended, there was no place left for them to go.
Too many Mandalorians were scattered after the war, without purpose and without direction. Most became little more than raiders.
Nar Shaddaa's a rough place and easy to get lost in. Or for someone to get lost. If we wanted to keep out of sight from the Sith for a while, you couldn't pick a better spot. It means glorious jewel in Huttese, but don't let that fool you. It's the central breeding grounds of the Hutts. Nar Shaddaa orbits it. Nal Hutta's as slimy as the Hutts. Lots of swamp and bloated gas. It's where those slugs reach out and grab chunks of the galaxy. Trust me, we're not going to go anywhere near the place unless we want to be washing the stink out of our clothes for the next few years.
That bad? I didn't think anything could compel you to bathe.
You spend all day thinking up that joke? Maybe you and Beodur should start a circus.
I fail to understand the reference, though I doubt your explanation would prove worthwhile.
Anyone flying the Star Lanes has docked on Nar Shaddaa at least once. I wouldn't want to live there, and I doubt anyone does by choice. Not everyone who came to Nar Shaddaa were soldiers. A lot of worlds were destroyed by the Mandalorians, and the Jedi. Left a lot of people wandering the galaxy. Yeah, some came looking for work running freight and cargo. Still, there's only so many ships to go around and so many workers, so others lend their weapons to the Hutts in the exchange. It's become a prime base for raider recruitment across the galaxy. It won't be easy. There's so much traffic on Nar Shaddaa, finding anyone on the moon's surface is going to be hard. We're going to touch down in the refugee sector. There's a lot more traffic there, and it's harder for people to spot you coming in, or find you once you arrive. Shouldn't be too hard. There's so much traffic on Nar Shaddaa, finding anyone on the moon's surface is going to be hard. We're going to touch down in the refugee sector. There's a lot more traffic there, and it's harder for people to spot you coming in, or find you once you arrive. I've plotted a course for the refugee sector, and we should touch down within the hour. Once we're down, we should finally be able to breathe easy. There's no way anyone's going to find us here.
have heard that the Jedi comes to Nar Shaddaa. While she walks upon the smuggler's moon, she is not to be harmed. Observe her, track her, but do not eclipse her movements, or I shall eclipse yours. You must, because one Jedi attracts others. It is the way of things.
Dawachosimu poindorakawa ichi rendumu paramakawa na abawasi. You kroren wan mapusiti indolara.
Honto no saka, jita bedwana maticha, kichu no kada mirenito. Renfiloso ni heku chupa naret atamakcha.
Taranamo sibu indasarans, krema sunkun ratungala, chawi mo jubu inkosoracha. Bomababe wanto susintu mukarata. Tu es rectonatada ber mabar chokto. Torenibu inturata sisi me burokra.
Request. If Kotor's vessel is no longer neutral ground, inform us so that we might initiate assassination protocols and commence firing at once.
Kavadumpe masuraku popayi botenya tachimurota kamsa. Javaskobo sabjob, rigiso carvenoxo, mochitosa sagrindeo, kichu no cada mirenito. Renfiloso ni heku chupa naret atamakcha. Tahupo boteño go jucho picha, gwen taba ni sochu, norotoga proto lalashishi, jubadosa jibacha, ratak mansan, tokosha na chitolo.
Observation. Jedi follow the self-destructive path of pacifism and tolerance. They will not attack first.
Doveri nincha, yonona shitasa chuch. Doveri nincha, yonona shitasa chuch. Goli rosodish, ranta kras mobas.
Ah, the beautiful stench and decay of desperate living.
This moon, it teems with life. It is difficult to center oneself.
Never have I been to a place so alive with the Force, yet so dead to it. The contrast is like a blade.
Welcome to Nar Shaddaa. Towering buildings kilometers high and miles deep, with canyons so wide you could have a dogfight in them. Word of warning, watch where you step, or you'll fall for hours. Sure, most of the landing pads around here are unclaimed, or should be. They're pretty badly maintained, so they're not safe to land on. Well, I mean, not this one. But they all have the reputation, so we should be all right. I think. Maybe a little, but landing here means we didn't have to transmit our ID signature. You know what trouble that always brings. In fact, while we're here, we should get those signatures changed. Wouldn't make us such a target when we enter a new system. No, but I forgot to tell them we were landing. The refugee sector's a dead zone. No one cares too much who flies in and out of here as long as they're not carrying cargo that the exchange or the Hutts might want a piece of. Yeah, in all its glory. Don't get your hopes up from what you see here, though. As soon as we hit the main sector, that's when the smell and the mobs can get pretty bad. All right, then, let's move out. Where are we headed exactly?
It does not matter where we go. If what we seek is here, we shall come upon it in due time.
Yeah, if you want to stay on the ship and meditate some more, don't let us stop you.
Finding a Jedi, or anyone else touched by the Force here, will be difficult. The mass of people, the rush of their emotions. It makes detection difficult. But this moon does not get any smaller while we wait. This sector is as good as any place to begin our search, so let us begin.
Well, if we're gonna search a moon of a few billion inhabitants for one Jedi that even our own can't sense, might as well start as soon as possible. Well, that means finding either a bounty hunter, a ranking member of the Exchange, or someone willing to talk, none of which are too appealing. Bounty hunters in the Exchange are going to want to shoot you, and someone who is willing to talk to anyone, which means trouble.
The bounty is a waste of our efforts. All that matters is the Jedi. The intentions of the thugs of this moon are of no consequence.
This bounty poses a threat to her. We do not need two beasts at our back when the Sith are enough.
I agree. They are nothing more than a distraction. But even a distraction may prove fatal at a critical moment. We must protect her.
I do not wish your support, Dark Jedi. Your words only undermine my arguments.
If you are so certain of your path, then do what you will, servant of Atris. It makes no difference.
It's up to you. There's bound to be someone in the sector willing to spill their guts for a credit or two. There should be a central trading hub up ahead. Their stock's probably not the best, but they may have some things worthwhile. Alright, if you have any questions, just ask. We should be able to leave the ship here as long as we want. No one supervises these landing pads anymore.
You there!
Uh-oh.
What's with you? Letting that piece of junk sink its struts into my landing pad! The problem is, you are on my landing pad. I got another ship coming in, and unless you want that piece of junk's hull crushed flat, you better move it. Got it? That's none of your business. All you need to know is that they're gonna be firing up their quad lasers if they find your ship squatting there when they arrive. It'll be fine where it is. Yeah, I guess you're right. And by right, I mean you're wrong. Telling me it'll be fine where it is. What, you think I'm stupid? Now, either get that piece of junk off my piece of junk, or you're going for a 2-kilometer walk to the ground. Yeah, right now all I'm hearing is talk. How much you offering? Done! Pleasure doing business with you. I got some visitors booked for your space, but I'm sure the two of you can work it out when they arrive.
Just say the word.
Something you need.
No, look, you can't keep us trapped in the refugee sector. We can't survive there. You've got us locked in.
More where that came from! More where that came
from! Thanks for your help. They would have crippled me for sure. Whatever your reasons, thanks.
Spare a few credits, friend. All right. I don't know much beyond the refugee sector here, but I can share what I know. This sector's filled with refugees from the Jedi Civil War, and even as far back as the Mandalorian Wars. Refugees and war veterans both, and anyone else who was rendered homeless by the war. The Jedi destroyed planets across the galaxy, and here's where the wreckage ended up. A lot of space lanes cross at Nar Shaddaa, and once here, it's hard to move on. Even fighter pilots from the war can't get work at the docks. The freighter crews are full up. There's no work here and no way out, unless you want to become a hired muscle for the exchange, or work in a Hutt slave camp. No, should I? He doesn't sound like a Hutt. What, is he a bounty hunter or an exchange boss? Jedi Master? There aren't any Jedi Masters in the galaxy, let alone on Nar Shaddaa. This place is a cesspit, with the exchange and the Hutts stabbing their claws into everything. But you know, I did hear something about a bounty on Jedi, though. Something the exchange posted. Doesn't matter, though. Aren't any more Jedi around, so no one's going to be collecting that bounty. Not much to say, except it's a high price. You need to find a bounty hunter to get more, and they've been pretty scarce lately. You might have more luck trying to find someone connected to the exchange. And I don't mean some spaceport muscle, I mean someone connected. No idea. Could be one of them crossed the exchange, and they're looking for revenge on all of them. Well, they tend to lay low. To be honest, it's like with bounty hunters. You may need to do something to get their attention. Friend, you did promise some credits in exchange for information. Look, one other thing. It's obvious you're new around here. I can tell it just by looking at you. Nar Shaddaa can be a rough place, and easy to get lost in. If you want, I can keep an ear out for you. Let you know if I hear anything. Life's been better, and every credit can go a long way. Just think it over.
I saw what you did to those exchange thugs, stranger. Can you spare a few credits, maybe help another refugee in need? Forgive me, stranger, but if you had some credits you could spare, it would be a great help. Please. Thank you, stranger. I won't forget your kindness.
Why did you do such a thing? Such kindnesses will mean nothing. His path is set. Giving him what he has not earned is like pouring sand into his hands. And would that be a kindness? What if by surviving another day he brings a greater darkness upon another? The Force binds all things. The slightest push, the smallest touch, sends echoes throughout life. Even an act of kindness may have more severe repercussions than you know or can see. By giving him something he has not earned, perhaps all you have helped him become is a target. Seeing another elevated often brings the eyes of others who suffer. And perhaps in the end, all you have wrought is more pain. And that is my lesson to you. Be careful of charity and kindness, lest you do more harm with open hands than with a clenched fist. Good. Mind what I have said. Use your power, but in its proper place.
And what did she want?
Just answers to some questions. Asked about a Jedi Master of all things.
Really? Interesting.
Geraktada cemense bingar rukutoto unde juchmamataso benkish manensitsi. Fela dibono ta munikranaktada. Terewana jun konata della raguno tunna. Dai rento ron kawrekare papanala ranshinga. Terace wemenoto torere senisensen. Charanana gundoso remina che l'orakto guru katpada. Fela tora pada no ringatel camarada tela fibu nubu da bikarana cenirara. Terewana jun konata della raguno tunna. Dai rento ron kawrekare papanala ranshinga. Terace wemenoto torere senisensen. Terewana jun konata della raguno tunna. Dai rento ron kawrekare papanala ranshinga. Terace wemenoto torere senisensen. Der rento ron to wakare kwe wap gerebu. Nenso telepachan korsada nane gra dall'onuta choloren. Dosane gravalantro kwe wapa teratana chingaradana. Geraktada cemense bingar rukutoto unde juchmamataso benkish manensitsi. Fela dibono ta munikranaktada. Der rento ron to wakare kwe wap gerebu. Nenso telepachan korsada nane gra dall'onuta choloren. Terewana jun konata della raguno tunna. Dai rento ron kawrekare papanala ranshinga. Terace wemenoto torere senisensen.
Sulston's hearing's pretty sharp, if you couldn't guess from the lobes.
Va te vakareware. Sumukun chere nurigrom. Mone idere riba kono dosa. Barinkeshka bunsa telansomentatasa. Terewana jun konata della raguno tunna. Dai rento ron kawrekare papanala ranshinga. Terace wemenoto torere senisensen.
Big Ears here might know someone who can change the Ebonhawk's ID signature. Could be useful for avoiding notice.
Charanana gundoso remina che l'orakto guru katpada. Fela tora pada no ringatel camarada tela fibu nubu da bikarana cenirara. Docent horinteri. Gele resonto cenig rexi contunso des juncaratata. Der interunto wakare kwe wapa teratana chingaradana. Fera rampada no ringtada nel camera cella fibu nubu dat. Dosene karamalak blur incidera mel rebe chinchin kranaktada.
Graci ubaci kompadwana muska na boska wamba. Kavadumpa munsuru kuplaliyawa, bo bagaragawanda yaitua ulwanjiuma. Bornacinin sopa maranka wongo kumbiaste. Tonga buga shama zanini chonkai chitera ritsa sabata. Tiumpe, dove punta crita gino muleranni bono. Ichiret korangata inkuntanga waikerebro tawa yatoka ulwan. Kavadumpa munsuru kuplaliyawa, bo bagaragawanda yaitua ulwanjiuma. Muliwrawa iberendia tia Vishnu nunga se, utati ramata mandrakotu sa minaringkadin. Bornacinin sopa maranca wongo combiaste. Tonga buga shame zanini chonkai citera rizza sabata. Dovrei kun mili vuosa slima po wanga samoana mucha. Muliurawa iberendia tia Vishnu nunca se. Utati gramata mandrakotu sa minarinkadin.
Malampas tarawando krimo gawan. Kurmaka trakta vashambash. Joroga komoshi. Juto monshi dakajim. Jona yurturanga chi wi ita. Bamuslimo podan mawanga kun. Bis mula rabest. Bani suka kran. Joka mata storch ban locha. Jun soba me rapa, no kuma randisa mak chiksa, kucha bak tong kinka mata kata, chopa wanga kun not ka yutka kes. Moga chi nota harempe wanachi, drum papa nakares magre, kava dumpa ku papa yi mokata, yuzuta monorcha das, noma inso dizinka. Da hupo botenya go jucho picha, gwem taba ni sochu, norotoga proto lala shishi, juba dosa jibacha, ratak mansan, dokosha na chitolo. Takam tuchis miku mogo graba, kichichul ida hodonga. Mi paden, tuning tachu kun ni best, kavadumba ku. Kavadumpe masura ku, popayi botenya, tache morota kamsa, javaskobo sabjo, rigiso karvenokso, mochi tosasa grindeo. Kavadumpe masura ku, popayi botenya, tache morota kamsa, javaskobo sabjo, rigiso karvenokso, mochi tosasa grindeo. Kavadumpe masura ku, popayi botenya, tache morota kamsa, javaskobo sabjo, rigiso karvenokso, mochi tosasa grindeo. Sunaranga machochane, dota lutu. Padu krem so chiche no, shi wendido, dron tite yoba, morata gomana, kova chokchi, moskali, miki mokba moka. Donina chiwa, kota wind, porka nocha watama. Kavadumpe masura ku, popayi botenya, tache morota kamsa, javaskobo sabjo, rigiso karvenokso. Mochi tosasa grindeo. Kavadumpe masura ku, popayi botenya, tache morota kamsa, javaskobo sabjo, rigiso karvenokso, mochi tosasa grindeo. Kavadumpe masura ku, popayi botenya, tache morota kamsa, javaskobo sabjo, rigiso karvenokso, mochi tosasa grindeo. Drabinuka soba mamarma, dancha nek mamamba kranta mepalen, misuko chanira mosa fan rosota jus lamakiko davmarin, yuti fo diremako ninoras. Kawanabota tagwa kanka dira, yutaka alwanji yumalitba, tues mahawika si wawanta mo gu ika wansoba, wakama nurawa. Joana masaranka ma ramazurata, keso juskrita lorsa, yumacha fo eko mikojira. Kavadumpe masura ku, popayi botenya, tache morota kamsa, javaskobo sabjo, rigiso karvenokso, mochi tosasa grindeo. Kavadumpe masura ku, popayi botenya, tache morota kamsa, javaskobo sabjo,
Rigi Sokaruan Oxo, Mochito Sasagrindeyo.
Loka kamaran endoso ranwi no chabi. Du rantamana sobu. Taranamo sibu endasarans. Krema sunkun ratungala. Chawi mo jubu inkosoracha. Taranamo sibu endasarans. Krema sunkun ratungala. Chawi mo jubu inkosoracha. Donos emeragith. Wanarakorachi drumka sa inchobin sasha. Dosimana rachata. Loka kamaran endoso ranwi no chabi. Du rantamana sobu. Taranamo sibu endasarans. Krema sunkun ratungala. Chawi mo jubu inkosoracha. Taranamo sibu endasarans. Krema sunkun ratungala. Chawi mo jubu inkosoracha. Taranamo sibu endasarans. Krema sunkun ratungala. Chawi mo jubu inkosoracha. Donos emeragith. Wanarakorachi drumka sa inchobin sasha. Dosimana rachata.
Dorota sinta winoto, putemali lichuna jichisca, un corda saboraco. Crimso chi mapo hirembi kachapas pato, kruta mawi, tonapa makaret. Me poga rifti noso me mastolo, yokolopoi, buona muki. Hoshmanfu ni wado de kuta maasapa. Tong hitwa maji. Yuma libato ato into tune. Tonichi ramagrinzo mos rapana. Rakacho mot nichoran. Kuno konasa. Insoranaka me gunsoji. Nekchi una bola monchi wataton. Sobodono Mr. Chamaka. Hoshmanfu ni wado de kuta maasapa. Tong hitwa maji. Yuma libato ato into tune. Poso ma britushniki tuk pamba. Bora Tino morira nibo non kin un patno koktek. Dokini kamaren zuni inash dijon bla wen so mas. Tong abaw shan uni nong.
Just like a Jedi.
Heruta, Jinking, Monini Bobo, Nidonjo. Ichawa te crossi wisho toda si, e crimba choco indindo. Kavadumpa munsuru kuplaliyawa, bo bagaragawanda yaitua ulwanjiuma. Kavadumpa munsuru kuplaliyawa, bo bagaragawanda yaitua ulwanjiuma. Tarak krono king bulotonga chopa chava genro.
Tahupo botenya go jucho picha, gwen tabani sochu, norotoga proto lala shishi, jubadosa jibacha, ratak mansan, tokosha na chitolo. Kavadumpe masuraku, popayi botenya, tachimorota kamsa, javaskobo subjok, rijiso karvenokso, mochito sasa grindeyo.
Crimso chi hirembi kachapas pato krutamawi.
Bukka kamaran endoso ranwi no chabi.